Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is Smart TCG, and today I'm going to be going over the deck that won the biggest Pokemon tournament of all time, and that is going to be Alex Szymanski's Arceus V-Star Duraludon Alolan Vulpix deck. Now, people thought that Arceus Duraludon was a deck that was going to fall by the wayside with rotation happening and decks like Gardevoir becoming so powerful. However, we have seen that that is not the case. Now, Duraludon did see a decent amount of representation in the day 2 metagame of the European International Championships. However, this build was a little bit different than some of the standard Duraludon builds. It features cards like Drapion and Alolan Vulpix V-Star, which add a little bit of depth to a deck that has been notoriously known for being very simple. So today we're going to go over the list, and then we're going to hop into a couple games and show off exactly how the deck works. But basically, the strategy is to use Arceus V-Star's Trinity Nova to be able to power up cards like Alolan Vulpix, Duraludon, or the Drapion as well. You have Starbirth, arguably one of the best abilities ever printed on a Pokemon card, which is going to ensure that you are able to set up every single game. We have the Duraludon VMAX as well, with that Skyscraper ability specifically here for decks like Lugia V-Star, which currently the basic builds have no outs to stop this card's ability, and Gmax Pulverization dealing 220 damage and also going through all effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Very good shred attack, able to handle cards like Goodra quite nicely. Double Drapion is going to be in here for that Mew VMAX matchup with which otherwise is not actually a good matchup, just because of Judge Path over and over again. So you need some way to make that matchup close. That's what the Double Drapion is in here for. It's also very good versus Gardevoir because it one-shots a Gardevoir EX with Dynamic Tail, so you can sometimes power that up as well. We have Alolan Vulpix V-Star with that Snow Mirage. This is going to be our main counter against Gardevoir EX. Snow Mirage reads this attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this by attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. So important, cards like Zacian and cards like Gardevoir do absolutely zero damage to this because of that second effect on Snow Mirage. We've seen some previous Arceus decks play 1-1 or 2-2 lines of this, and this list is going to be 1-1 because we already have so many different other attackers, but you could even go up to 2-2 if you really wanted to focus on using that Snow Mirage consistently. And then Silvery Snow Star is something that we're typically not going to be using. Attack does 70 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon V in play. Could occasionally show up versus something like Mew VMAX if you don't use Starbirth, so it's not too bad. And this is the rest of the list here. Pretty standard, not a whole lot to go over. I guess one of the big things in this list is Lost City, being able to Lost City important cards like Radiant Greninja, Radiant Charizard, just a lot of those 1-Fs it's really, really good against. And also provides a great stadium pump. But it's also good versus Gardevoir as well, being able to remove, you know, their like some of their Ralts and stuff like that they might actually want to get back. You have the Radiant Gardevoir as well with the Loving Veil. Pretty good. Pretty good to be able to just make your Arceuses and stuff like that just a little bit more bulky. Just helps out because you need a Radiant card in this decks, and things like Radiant Charizard obviously aren't going to work. Radiant Greninja, you typically don't want to be throwing away energies, so Gardevoir was kind of the next best option, I think, for them, and it definitely worked out. So anyways, this is the list. Make sure to check out the description for it. If you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out as a creator. And let's hop into some games and show off exactly how powerful this deck is. Once again, shout out to Alex Szymanski for the list, and congratulations on winning the European International Championships. All right, let's get into it. Alrighty, everyone, hopping into our game here. It looks like we're going to be going up against that, I'm going to assume, Miraidon. Yep, so it looks like we're going to be going up against Miraidon. Now, this is a matchup that is pretty shaky if we aren't able to get out something like that Alolan Vulpix. So Miraidon's strategy is to rush you as quickly as possible with things like that Electric Generator paired up with the Miraidon's attack called Photon Blaster or Lightning Rondo. So they have an absolutely fantastic start, but this is not a surprise. This deck is built to do this, so the pressure has instantly been put on for us. So here's Electric Generator, going to hope they don't get 2. If they get 1, I'm feeling okay, but if they get 2, we're actually potentially in trouble. And they got 2. Wow. Okay, so now this is what I call a good start. So our entire strategy now becomes using that Alolan Vulpix's V-Star's attack here. So the good thing is that we got double turbo energy. That's the first step in being able to develop this board state. The second thing is hoping the Alolan Vulpix is in deck, which unfortunately it is not. So that is not great to see. However, we can power up Duraludon still So this is not the end of the world. We still got the Duraludon up, which is great. I think we will bench an Arceus just so we have two. Giving us the option to Starbirth is just good, I think. And then we'll use that Trinity Charge to power up that Duraludon. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. I think it's safe to fully commit. I'm going to say it's pretty unlikely they get themselves a knockout on this Duraludon. So going to take advantage of that and get that Didon loaded up here. So we do have some options next turn. It's going to involve obviously using Duraludon to take a KO. They'll smack us. We'll take another KO. So at this point, we kind of have our strategy mapped out here. Best case scenario is they actually don't take KO here. But I would not be surprised if they do, because we're doing 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 190, 220. Yeah, so they need 2 lucky VMAX to be able to get here. So they're close. They're close. Here comes Ultra Ball, going to get themselves, I would assume, that first one. When you see Professor's Research and Lumineon getting thrown away, it is a danger sign. It is a sign that they're probably going to be getting themselves a pretty big turn here. And yeah, there's the Professor's Research. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I got to assume that that second Regieleki is on the way here. However, if they do miss, we'll definitely be putting ourselves in a pretty solid position. We'll be able to potentially use Trinity Nova, probably just going to use that Duraludon to attack with. And yeah, it looks like they just got the Lightning Round. So that's a huge miss. And it's big for us, So we'll take advantage of this for sure. We're going to grab ourselves the Ultra Ball here. Seems pretty good. Pretty much we knock out everything anyways. I guess the one thing we could take out is the Magnezone, because we can't actually one-shot that, which is kind of an issue. So I guess we can go promote this Ultra Ball, but then again, like, are they actually going to power that up? I guess they probably would power it up if they had the option to. And they could snipe 90-90, then set that up to be KO. That's actually kind of spooky. Dang, that's kind of scary. Okay, so let's go and discard the Professor's Research here. We'll discard these two. We'll grab ourselves a Duraludon here. We prize the other Duraludon. Actually, no, we'll grab ourselves Arceus. Yeah, Arceus is better. Yeah, we'll get ourselves Arceus here. We'll go evolve this one. Go Arceus. Draw one. Get that. Yeah, because we just want to knock this out for sure. I guess we could just get ourselves an energy just to get the energy attachment down. I feel like that's actually really important. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go Duraludon, Boss's Orders, bring up this, because we just need to get rid of the thing that actually we can't one-shot easily. So we'll go bench down here as well, go attach, and then use that G-Max Pulverization, taking the knockout, doing 220 damage. So we're getting rid of that attacker there. I'm going to be taking a couple prize cards, hopefully going to find ourselves a draw supporter or something to be able to start to redevelop this board state. But overall, we're looking pretty okay. Even the double turbo energy is not bad. Yes, they can two-shot us. However, we can also set up a Trinity Nova to power up something like that Duraludon. So we're actually looking pretty good in this situation, unless they can somehow pull off a knockout, which I don't think is likely. So here comes Miraidon, getting themselves another Miraidon down, just kind of developing that board state a little bit more. I guess not really a need for them to get themselves another Regieleki VMAX, because they already are maxing out at 280, which means they're going to be knocking out something like Arceus VSTAR. And there's no reason to go up to 310 if they don't play Choice Belt, because that means they're just two-shotting that regardless. So anyways, there's a couple energy being slammed down onto that Regieleki. That's a little bit concerning, as that is a card that we can't actually one-shot very easily. We actually can't one-shot it at all. So they're retreating into this Raikou. Looks like they're just getting that to the discard pile. Not exactly sure why, but I guess they can use... Oh, so yeah, they can draw again here. Okay. So... All right, there's the belt. So they actually do play belt. So maybe they just didn't have another Regieleki on the field. Not sure, but... All right, there's Beach Court. Ultra Ball being thrown down as well. Got to assume that another Regieleki is on the way. Another VMAX, which means they're going to be doing 40, 60, 80, 120, 160, 180, 210, 240. Looks like going to be ramping up there, doing even more damage. So yeah, getting a little bit close here. If we can take at least a couple draw supporters, or if we can get at least something off the prizes, or at least get a draw supporter or two, should be able to stabilize relatively nicely. However, that Regieleki getting powered up is going to be kind of a problem to deal with. For sure. So, oh, they're bossing here. Whoa, that was not expected. So they're going to take out the Arceus here. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, because the Duraludon is the threat, right? So yeah, they are taking a prize card. Maybe this signals they play like some type of Seal Stone play. I don't think that would actually work though. So this is bizarre. I mean, I'm happy about this. We'll just promote the Duraludon. We get ourselves an energy attachment as well. So I'm not complaining whatsoever. So let's just go attach here. And then Gmax Pulverization. No reason to attach it to the Duraludon because I can't actually use it. And since the deck doesn't play Hyper Potion anymore, I can't use that to heal off easily as well. Because like back in the day, like Duraludon had Hyper Potions, you just go attach DT, Hyper Potion it away, and you get that 120 heal. However, nowadays it's not the case. So we have arguably 2 turns to find a playable card via energy. So we're hoping that that's the case for us here. But there's the energy attachment coming out. Along with the Pokegear. So yeah, this is going to be close here. Here comes another boss's orders. They might just decide to go boss. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're doing. So they're going to be attempting to chase down everything else on the field. This is interesting. So they're going to be able to get that KO with that Regieleki VMAX's Max Thunder and Lightning, and they're going to basically force me to evolve that Duraludon, which puts a little bit of pressure on me now. So I have to commit that Ultra Ball to something like that Duraludon VMAX, and I can't actually commit it now to something like Lumineon. So this is kind of spooky. So we get ourselves, oh my goodness, we got ourselves the boss's orders. Okay, so we ended up getting bailed out there by the boss. We're just going to be able to bring up that Raikou and use that Gmax Pulverization. So got a little bit scary there. We actually just had Ultra Ball for Lumineon anyways, right? Yeah, okay. So we had it regardless, but got a little bit scary there that they were going to basically force me to find boss, or else they might not have a chance to win. So anyways, we got that game there. First off, pretty nice and easy. So that is the very first game here. Looking pretty good with the Duraludon deck. Let's hop into another one and show off exactly just how powerful this deck can be. All right, everyone, hopping into our game here. It looks like we're going to be going up against Gardevoir. So Gardevoir, one of the best decks in the standard format here. Yeah, it's definitely going to provide us a challenge for sure. So they got themselves a great start. They got themselves the VIP pass. Also, Fog Crystal going to net themselves an energy as well. They're going to be able to use that concealed cards, being able to draw 2. And yeah, pretty good start for us. Can't really complain. They got the Zacian down. Going to be able to use that Roar of the Sword. Smart on them to be able to get that off there, trying to aggressively set up Zacian. Zacian's a card that's pretty awkward for me to deal with. So we'll see how we're able to do here. The big thing is that we're going second, but we're getting rewarded with double turbo, which is just huge. And Nest Ball as well. Okay, so gonna get ourselves the Alolan Vulpix. Is the Vulpix V-Star in here? Okay, and now the 2 energies in here, the 2 waters. I mean, we only need 1 of them. Okay, yeah, we got that too. Okay, cool. So really good start. I think I'm going to Colress's Experiment here just because I already have an Arceus in hand, so I don't really think I need to do anything else. I think we'll grab, I guess we could grab Drapion. Drapion's like a pretty decent attacker in this matchup, and it's probably arguably better than Duraludon because Dura can just get nuked by a Zacian with a Sky Seal at any point in the game. So let's just go and Trinity Charge here. I don't think there's really anything else I need to do. Because if they knock out me, it's like totally fine. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Pretty good. So we'll see exactly what they're doing here. For them, if they can get themselves off the Zacian KO, that'd be pretty good for them. However, them researching all those things away kind of sucks. So they lose a couple energy, which is obviously fine. However, the more important thing that they're losing is Lumineon. Collapse is also pretty good, and also the Shining Arcana Gardevoir. So pretty rough for them to lose those. However, let's see what they're able to do here. There's Fog Crystal getting himself Mew. Okay. Mew being put down. Energy Retreat going into that Mew, and we'll see that Mysterious Tail, probably looking for something like that Rare Candy to maybe pull off Gardevoir. Another Lava Ball, Fog Crystal. Definitely options that they could use here. There's the Ralts though. But yeah, the big thing is that they don't have the... They do not have the other Ralts, which is really important. They don't have memory skip, so that's good. Okay, we'll go Arceus here. I think at this point we could just attempt to aggro Vulpix them. I don't hate doing that. We can bench the Drapion for sure. But then again, I guess this is still just fine to just go Judge because they're probably not getting boss's orders KO on Vulpix here. I would say it's insanely unlikely that that happens. But then again, I don't think it really hurts to attack with Vulpix here. Just getting that KO, putting the pressure instantly on them. I don't hate doing that. We can grab ourselves an Escape Rope just so we have it in case they do use the memory skip on us. I guess we could probably just use Switch instead. Switch is probably better. All right, we'll grab these two. Let's go Alolan Vulpix. Retreat into the Alolan Vulpix. And we're going to ask the question here of, do you have a way to stop Snow Mirage? And if they don't, we're going to be able to win pretty quickly. And if they do, then a little bit shaky. The biggest thing, though, is if this buys us 2 or 3 turns, that's all we need. The double turbo is huge because now that guarantees if they use memory skip, I can just go Switch Retreat instantly. So the good thing about this is that the pressure has been put on with this Vulpix. They need to respond to it. And if they're not able to, we're going to go up 2 or 3 prizes, and we should just be able to, even if they deal with the Vulpix at some point, win the game with things like Trinity Nova and also the Drapion's Dynamic Tail. So here's Kirlia being used. Kirlia going to be able to discard a card and draw 2. Concealed cards as well, discarding an energy, drawing 2 more. And we'll see exactly what they're able to do here. The big thing for them is I'm going to assume, because the fact that they're holding routes active is that they're looking for rare candy. Nope. And yeah, there's the concession. So Vulpix instantly able to take out the Gardevoir EX deck. Looks like they didn't necessarily have any outs to that card using that Snow Mirage to be able to get that quick victory. So that is going to be Arceus Vulpix Duraludon, the deck that won the European International Championships. You can get quick wins like that, or you can get long, grindy games with cards like Duraludon. So, anyways, that's going to do it for today. If you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. That's pretty much what you want to do versus Gardevoir. And if you're able to pull that off, you should be able to win pretty easily. And even if they had the memory skip there, I had Switch, and then I could just simply go Switch, Retreat, KO that, and pretty much that would seal up the game. So regardless of what they had, we're still looking pretty good. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. I'll be back with some more TCG Live Scarlet and Violet content soon. All right, thank you everyone, and this is Smart TCG. Speak with you again soon. Peace out. If you're interested in improving your game, I do offer coaching on MetaFi. I'm one of the most successful players in the entire world, ranked in the top 20 worldwide, and I know what it takes to get there. If you're just interested about learning what coaching is, I do also have a free consultation where we can kind of go over exactly how I coach, like some of the plans that might be best for you, and what we need to do moving forward to make sure that you are as successful as possible. Just is going to be kind of a time for us to get to know each other and kind of go over exactly what coaching is. But I have all of my sessions here along with training plans, and if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a message on MetaFi or any of my socials below. But just wanted to put that out there. If you are interested in improving your game, I do offer coaching on MetaFi, and if you have any questions, anything like that, all those links will be in the description. All right, thank you so much.